Adam Hatton creates the exterior theme, but he doesn't know how the new XJ will drive from a drawing alone. Putting this theory into practice turns engineers into computer gamers. Jaguar's virtual cave is the most advanced automotive 3D facility in the world. To us, it looks like a 2D image, but the multi-screen layout and the weird space-age 3D glasses allows virtual reality manager Brian Waterfield to explore the XJ from every angle.
From day one, as soon as the designers had an understanding of how the car is supposed to look, they came down here, they looked at it in the 3D world, they sat inside the car, understood the proportions, and then from that point we started to design in the feasibility, also add the engineering. So from day one all the way to production, this has been a part of the overall process.
Here, designers and engineers experience their creation for the very first time.
Well, now I'm sitting inside the driver's seat and we have a little world running around the background. This is the first chance you get of actually feeling like you're driving this vehicle. And this particular setup allows us to do reach studies, so I can reach out to certain areas of the vehicle to see if everything is in line with the driver. It also allows me to see vision angles through the different posts, so through the A posts, looking out through the window.
They even get into the guts of the machine.
So if I lift the car upside down, so we look a little bit at some of the powertrain that's in there. If we were trying to do different engines, we could pick up different parts of that engine. So we could pick parts off, strip the engine, understand how that goes together, or we can actually go up a level and take all the powertrain out in one.
It's a place for reflection.
A lot of our designers will come down here and just want to be alone with the vehicle. They'll have the exterior on, they'll put the glasses on, they can be in here with the curtains shut just to get a feel how it feels to them, because they're the designers, they're coming up with the inspiration, the ideas. They just want to make sure that they are getting things right.
There's no doubt that the XJ is designed for speed. But to move as fast as it looks takes raw power. And that is under the hood. Engine blocks are sourced from the best manufacturers in the world and arrive at the Jaguar engine dress plant for completion. Assembly operator Mick Fennell coordinates this power line.
The engines come in as a basic unassembled block with a cylinder head on top, and here it's called engine dress. So we dress the engine. We put all the ancillaries on, the pumps, the belts.
These powerful V8 engines drive performance. It may be a sedan on the outside, but the 5-litre supercharged option can rival any sports car, pushing the XJ from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 4.7 seconds. These crews have engine dress down to a fine art.
On average, we can take a bare-bone engine and assemble it fully in approximately an hour.
And the clock starts ticking here.
At this station, we have brackets put on, ball-off pins. Further on in the production sequence, you can have engine covers that press onto those.
At this stage, the robots have no place. This is human territory. It's like a giant jigsaw puzzle being completed by multiple players.
Everybody depends on everybody else to do their job as the line goes on.
A car's engine runs more than just the wheels.
Power steering pump. We've got alternator, pulleys, aircon pump. These are all operated off the one main drive, one main pulley that comes out of the engine. So on the next station we have one belt that is linked around all those pulleys and operates all those items that are fitted onto the engine as it goes along.
Just 3 minutes to the end of this line, and the engine moves on.
This is the start of the main assembly line.
Engine moves on.
This is the start of the main assembly line. The engines come over on the hoist, and this first station is where the gearbox is fitted.
The XJ's 6th position gearbox connects the engine to the drive shaft, controlling torque and speed. Torque is the force that causes the drive shaft to spin. The higher the gear, the faster the drive shaft spins, resulting in increased speed. Engines are not made in isolation. Running parallel, teams prepare the axles, the central shaft or rod that holds the wheels. The combination of these parts is called the powertrain. Each powertrain is matched to a body, a process called a marriage. This happens in trim and final. Bare bones bodies spin into the final circuit. Ironically, one of the first jobs is removing those perfectly aligned doors.
The reason we build doors off is mainly for damage and damage prevention.
After all, the car's already been painted. Defects can't be sanded and buffed here.
It also allows us to easily enter and exit the vehicle, and it allows us to get some of the bigger fixtures in without damaging or trying to engineer around the doors.
The doors head in one direction and the car in another, but exactly the same pairing will be reunited. Exactly the same pairing will be reunited. Powertrains arrive on the other side of the plant. Engineers add the last few components. Drive shafts that transmit commands from the gearbox and accelerator to the wheels. And cooling systems that keep the engines at optimum temperatures. This radiator is the heart of the air conditioning. It sits behind the legendary Cat. This supercharged beast is prepared to meet its beauty. But she's not ready yet. Body protectors safeguard the paint. Next, the guts. Delivering the power to the car's systems. Electrical looms are kept under heat lamps for pliability. One per car. It looks like a rat's nest. But once fitted, this 2.7 kilometers of wiring controls everything. The car's engine, windows, gear stick, lights, roof and doors are all electrically driven. The next addition, the dashboard. Like the production process itself, this fascia represents classic British luxury with a modern twist. With a backdrop of fine leather and wood, the virtual instrument display bursts into life on startup. And if you feel the need for speed, click to sports mode and the dials will change to bright red. As with Adam Hatton's exterior vision, the interior designers leave nothing to chance.
From our designer point of view, we would have designers sitting inside the car, understand the different colour matches. We also have our colour and trim team who study the different levels of what in leathers and different bits of wood and how they'd all go together.
Back in trim and final, the perfect couple finally meet. Body and powertrain are ready for their marriage. And this one is made in heaven. Time to perfection.
The drive gear comes round and meets underneath the correct sequence body, where the four guys then fit the running gear into the car, and it takes 4 minutes to put all the running gear into the vehicle. There is 36 bolts that hold it all together.
Remember where Adam's design started?
I always kind of start with the wheels and get the kind of base of the car in there properly, you know, just to set it up.
Designed to complement the XJ perfectly, these 20-inch road-hugging alloy wheels are also aluminium and exactly proportioned to enhance performance. Dust bags cover the internal mechanics, protecting them from the elements. Like every single component, the wheels are not chosen by chance. They are chosen by the customer. First, the most important part of all. That is, in terms of branding, the iconic logo. With 10,000 cars traveling through this production line, each needing 4 wheels, it takes more than a hand drill to keep up with the pace. On the other side of the plant, the orphan doors get a makeover of their own. Strengthening door liners make room for the components,